at Destination Dallas, Texas, right after the Texas Pro. We're just gonna train some legs today.
My favorite. Depleted, but the energy in this place is just an honor to be here.
Probably not too crazy, but we'll get some good footage of some leg stuff. This is very exciting for me because this is my favorite breakfast place.
It was bad, and then Phil.
He surprised me last night by saying that he was going to get some Cracker Barrel when I was backstage, and that just,
I'm like, no,
man,
I'm gonna fuck up
that made everything
like,
so awesome.
You're gonna pass out on the
Looking forward to this big time. I mean, basically, you know, after the show, we have, you know, kind of like a cheat meal kind of thing afterwards, and then usually the next morning, it's pretty much zero carb for the first part. We'll do a little bit of cardio just to get some blood flow going, and what I typically do is I'll have like a protein shake afterwards and just kind of chill out for a little bit. And if I do train after that, then I'll have a little bit of carbs, you know, just to kind of get a good pump and everything, but it won't be anything too drastic.
Yeah. For me, typically, I would do a big breakfast, like pancakes, whole 9 yards, French toast, but we didn't have that luxury, so I just did a couple donuts and a protein shake, and then I go right into training, like my prep or even off season, right back hardcore training, and then I actually keep the carbs pretty high because I burn through them and I'll sweat profusely, so I like to keep the carbs the same, and then I'll just add cardio in just to drop a little bit of that water weight and then get back on plan like you said. But I need to grow, so I'm trying to get a lot of carbs in still. Hey,
we both need to grow. Obviously, I'm one of the smaller guys that keeps growing, so we're ready to grow now.
Big legs since I was a little kid, and I'm not trying to be like, my legs have always had, my dad was like, my mom's Hawaiian, so had the fullness and they were thick, but I think I built my hamstrings playing football. I played for Hawaii, and all we did was squat, deadlift, and I think I built a lot of mass from that, and then obviously bodybuilding, sculpting it out, but my hamstrings actually have come up a lot in the last 2 years. So just pounding it, heavy weight, a lot of volume, and obviously being genetically gifted in the leg department, which I wish my upper body was matched by a lower body, but it's coming. So last year we did Chicago Pro, and Keon's like, you want to go train? I'm like, yeah, we'll go ahead, we'll do a little session. So we go to Madhouse in downtown, or I think it's up in Georgia somewhere. And he's putting 5-6 plates on the T-bar rows. I'm like, Keon, my joints are gonna break right now. This guy's going crazy. It's 5-6 plates, like we're in an off season, so that dude's crazy. Don't train with him post show. I like to get my hips kind of up, and then I get a better contraction.
I'll usually do about 2. This kind of deep into the training, sometimes you don't really need it. I might do like one kind of like a warm-up set. I call it a feeder set. And after that, you get started in your working sets. You usually do about like 2 really hard working sets.
I don't even feeders, primers. I just go off of when my leg's about to not push anymore, I stop. But my legs, I can do 1 set all out and I'm good. So more of a kind of like a feel, like you said, a feeler set.
Right.
But for me, legs, I can really contract and get that mind to muscle connection instantly. So it's not a lot.
Yeah, they don't really have like specific names or anything. It's basically just warm-up sets into your top set. I usually try to get at least 1, if not 2, like a really hard working set.
2 or 1?
Just 1 because it's still warm. So typically in off season, if we did 1 really hard working set for this, and I would do the same thing. I would go all the way to failure on this working set, and then the very next one, I would do like a rest pause or something like that to finish it off. A little bit higher volume. We try to keep the same amount of weight. Might drop down just like 1 plate, and basically do like sets of 6 or 7, and then take about a 10-second break. Do some more, basically until you can't do those anymore, and just kind of finish it off. Give a little bit more volume with the heavy weight.
I think your strength level is at its highest, and at that point, there's no reason to go anymore. Just so that you're gonna kind of just put more blood into the muscle and kind of get more reps out of that, so you can squeeze the muscle and the blood out.
And I mean, once you do a failure set like that, if you really give it your all, and you don't have anything left on the table, you shouldn't really be able to do much more after that.
You shouldn't be able to talk.
Yeah.
You should be able to even breathe after that set. You should be on the floor or ready to pass out.
Right.
For me, at least. There it is. Let's go. Yes. Boy, let's go. Oh yeah. Nice. Come on. Hold it. That's it. Come on. There it is. Go.
Let's go. Ride it. Yep.
The butterball hamstring.
That hard squeeze takes a lot of the reps that you can do out of it. It just kind of pre-fatigues it whenever you're doing your working set. So you really squeeze to the top, you can't do as many reps, but you're getting the most out of it.
Does that translate on stage too? More muscle control and awareness?
Absolutely. Because you're feeling the contraction.
It's like you come here and hit that side shot, that hamstring pops. Judges love that. That hamstring drop, especially from the back. Just sit on it, sit right on the hamstring. Except when I do hamstrings a lot, I lose a lot of the glute, the contraction. So my hamstrings are pumped, but my glutes have a harder time to get that little bit of squeeze out. Do you feel like that too?
No. No, I can squeeze glutes and hamstrings. I've got a really good connection with pretty much all lower body, but it's the upper body, especially back.
Yeah.
Whenever I'm doing my back shots, I think the only thing that I can really feel is my rear lat spread now. I changed up the posing just a little bit on it, and it's dramatically better. I always hated my rear lat spread because I could never really feel it, and it never really looked good.
Right.
And we kind of tweaked it last show a little bit, and then really completed the final look this time. I think it worked really well. No, not. I mean, I like doing both because sometimes the bar can put you in too much of a fixed position. The dumbbells, you can kind of maneuver it, and if something doesn't feel right on a barbell, you can't really do anything about it. With a dumbbell, you can kind of rotate a little bit, put it in a better angle or whatever you want to call it, and you're not like fixed into a fixed position with a regular bar.
But as a fan in 2004 to 6, watching Johnny Jackson and Branch Warren, and I was like, man, I wish I could move to Texas and go to Metroplex and all those places. But it's an honor to be here and train at this gym, and hopefully I can come out and really put on some size here.
Yeah.
This is like the atmosphere that I need. I need to be around people that are motivated and like supportive, that want to get better. You know, Vegas we have Dragon's Lair with Flex, but Texas feels like home to me.
Yeah.
It might be another residency soon.
That's what I plan to.
Yeah.
Obviously, I have to talk with the wife before this, but we just moved to Mobile last year and started my personal training business and all that. So we're going to be there for a little while, but I mean, I'm not opposed to moving to Dallas whatsoever. I love it here. I've been here quite a few times. I've only been here twice, but
oh, really?
I mean, I've only been to a destination twice.
Oh, me too.
And so yeah, this gym is, I mean, it's unbeatable. It's especially with the atmosphere, just the people here, just awesome.
We're here on a Sunday.
Yeah.
And there's people training hard.
Yeah.
So I mean, imagine throughout the week, just the atmosphere training.
Well, I don't know if y'all saw the meetup last night. I mean, it was crazy. I mean, there were so many people here, but everyone was still training hard too. And just that atmosphere is it's something really contagious. I really look forward to that every time I come here.